Good morning, welcome back to the channel. If you like what you see, please like, please subscribe, please leave a comment down below, please hit that little bell icon down the corner there, etc, etc, etc. Right, that's the admin out the way. We have come this week to Loch Katrine, where I have been many times before. I'll put a link up there somewhere to one or two of our previous outings. Yeah, so we're here because the water level is a lot lower than it normally is. We've had a lot of dry weather here in Scotland over the last few months, not a great deal of rain, and the loch is very low. I think, as I said in one of my previous videos, another link up here, Loch Katrine is the source for Glasgow's water supply. If you live in Glasgow, that's where your water comes from. You bath in that. Lucky you. And there's a Victorian kind of aqueduct system which takes the water through the hills, across over this way somewhere, and over down into Glasgow, which is just 20-30 miles that direction. Yeah, so we did explore that, as I said, last year. This time I'm going to wander around that way, see what we can see. Okay, so yeah, that's that. Let's go. Well, something I hadn't really appreciated was just how high this road actually climbed. I've never walked this way before, and it's just a road. Let me turn around. There you go. You can see it behind me, just about. Yeah. And I thought this road actually went round the loch at the loch side, but it doesn't. It actually climbs. I'm at the Trossachs end of Loch Katrine, and it climbs away from the loch. I'm maybe 30 or 40 metres above the loch just now. There or thereabouts. Maybe I'm overestimating again, I don't know, but quite a long way above the loch anyway. So the lochside pictures, which I thought we'd get, I don't think are going to happen. Nevertheless, we'll see what shots we can get. It's going to rain later on today, quite heavily I believe, and right through the rest of the weekend, so I'm just kind of grabbing shots while I can. And actually that is quite nice. I've just stumbled across, that's a good shot, that, isn't it? Look, turn around. Can you see that? Yeah. Do you know, I think I'm going to make that the first shot of the day. So that's me all set up for that first shot. It is quite nice. It was nicer when I was walking along the road there and the sun was out and the trees were all kind of illuminated and the mountain was illuminated and whatnot. But I don't know if the sun's going to come out again soon. It might. As you can see, we're actually coming into autumn now. We've got all these lovely kind of, see all the bracken is all turning kind of golden brown, which is absolutely gorgeous just now. So yeah, autumnal shots, that's the thing. Oh, and here comes the sun as well. Let me stick the movie on like that so you can see again exactly what we're looking at. And again, it's a very simple constructed shot. I've got the road leading in at the bottom here, leading up to the corner of the rule of thirds. I've got the hill sitting on this rule of thirds, the trees in this rule of thirds, nothing on this one. Okay, boom, like that, and that's it. That is our shot. I'm not using the my pen. I've decided, you know, the monitor thing I've got for showing you, I'll only use that, I've got it with me, I'll only use it if I want to show you kind of technical aspects of what's going on in the back of the camera, like when I was doing pano and stuff, you know. Okay, so let me just switch that off. The sun's out, so switch that off. Oh, the other thing I was going to show you, put it on again just briefly. Okay, I'm polarising the shot. I've got the polariser in front here, really just because of the road. See if I turn the shot, if I turn the road that way, you can see how much brighter it gets because it's quite wet. Sun's reflecting off it, so we want rid of those reflections. So I'm going to turn it back around to, what about there, maybe, where it's at its darkest. Yeah, there or thereabouts. Okay, yeah, so that's that. I'll switch the movie off again now, and I'm going to focus probably just on the corner of the mountain there. What would we go for, F10-ish? I think, yeah. Oh, and I've still got my ISO from where it was last week when I was shooting the boats. There we go, ISO 100 now, F10, 1/15 of a second. And that is it. Let's just grab the shot. 1, 2, 3, click. I was watching a video yesterday by a guy called John McKenna. He was up here, I presume last week, I don't know when he was up here, and the water level was really, really low. So that's why I'm here. I thought, I want a piece of that. So I don't know how many shots I'm going to get. I mean, it really is kind of dulling over. I was hoping for more kind of low cloud across the loch. That, as I say, that's what John McKenna had, and if you've seen Pamela Marshall's recent videos as well, she's had some cracking shots, mist on the lochs and whatnot, but today, nah, not so much. So I'll just take what I can get. So, wee bit of history for you. This is quite interesting if you're into your history. Might be quite interesting if you're not. The Victorians used to do what they called the Grand Tours of Scotland. And what they did was they would start out at Balloch at the southern end of Loch Lomond. You know, they didn't do so much travelling in those days. It's kind of the beginning of the tourist industry. So this is Victorian tourists. Start out down at the bottom end of Loch Lomond at Balloch, just where the River Leven flows out of the loch there. And then they would get a steamship right up Loch Lomond, it's quite a long way, right up as far as Inversnaid, which is about sort of 2/3 of the way up the loch. And having done that, they would then get horse and cart, which would take them up and across over the hills. It's about 5 or 6 miles, I think, something like that. Horse and cart over the hills to Trossachs, where I started this walk today. And then they would get a steamship down the loch, down to Trossachs Pier, down the other end, the far end of the loch, down below Ben Ann. I'm not sure what they did after that, to be absolutely honest with you. I think they probably just caught the steamship back again, the way back down to Balloch. But anyway, that was their day out. And the whole thing was run by a Victorian entrepreneur who went by the name of Thomas Cook. And Thomas Cook's travel company was still going until relatively recently. I think they kind of collapsed during the pandemic. But yeah, if you're watching outside the UK, Thomas Cook's was a very, very well-known travel agent. But that was where they started. One of the original guys trying to sell tourism to the Victorians. Anyway, on we go. Let's see if I can find some kind of interesting shots. It's mostly road and cloud at the moment. I'm about maybe, I'm not so high up off the loch, I guess about 50 metres, I'm talking rubbish. About maybe 20 metres or so. There it is down there. Yeah. Right, let's keep walking. See what else I can find. So I'm set up now. I'm up at the kind of top corner of Loch Katrine, and I'm set up looking west towards, I don't know what that mountain is along there. Somewhere north of Ben Lomond. Ben Lomond's over that way, I'm sure. So whatever that one is. Could be Ben Glass. Might be Ben Glass. I might be wrong. I might be very wrong. I don't have my map with me, so I can't check. Anyway, we're looking, as I say, we're at the top corner of Loch Katrine, and we're looking west along the river that flows into it, whose name, again, I can't remember. So, let me put the movie on here. Now, I'm taking this shot. Let me switch, hang on. ISO auto, so it's bright enough. There we go. I'm taking this shot not because it's particularly a great artistic piece of photography or anything like that. I wouldn't claim that of any of my shots, to be fair. But this one in particular, great photography is not even being attempted in this case, because what I want to do here, in point of fact, is to record this scene more than anything, because this is global warming for you. This is the effect of global warming on Scotland. What was the northwestern end of Loch Katrine is now basically a load of kind of mud flats and dead trees. Let me see if I can spin this around for you, see if you can see any more. You see all that? I'll drop it down a bit there. Like I say, mud flats and dead trees. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of record that just for posterity more than anything. So let me see. I think we're probably looking for a picture somewhere around maybe there or so. That'll do. Tighten that one as well. Okay. So, oops. Swing it around just a tad. I'm just trying to get the river on the rule of thirds, and I've got the corner of the mountain here on this rule of thirds as well as this mountain, as I say, coming down here. I don't know. Did I mention this? I don't know what that mountain is. I can't remember. We've got the river flowing up like a leading line up through the picture as well. Now, what intrigues me most, in point of fact, is this row here of dead trees, a straight line. And it would have been, I don't know if it's been a causeway or what at some point, or maybe a road or something that's been under the water. Because what they did back in the, when was it, the 1850s, 1860s, something like that, they raised the level of the loch in order to get the water down to Glasgow and feed their new plumbing system that they had there. So yeah, they raised the level of the loch, and a lot of this was flooded, which wasn't previously. So I don't know if that was a road that has been flooded by the Victorians back then. I might take a closer look in a minute or two once I've taken this shot. Okay, anyway, yeah, that's the shot. I wonder, I'm just going to try, see if the polarizer makes any difference to the river. I don't think it will. Oh, it is. Yeah. Okay, I'll spin it back a bit. See, the river's a lot darker just about there. Okay, yeah, so that's it. Not a great shot, but taking it for posterity anyway, just because that's the impact of global warming on Scotland. And we don't like seeing that, so, you know. There we go. Switch that off. Focus on the mountain there. And take the shot. 1, 2, 3. Click. So I'm standing now on the bit I took a photo of from back there. This is the bed of Loch Katrine here. As I said, the Victorians did actually raise the water level, and I was right, that is an old road. There's an information sign up the top there, which says that there's an old road leading under there. Where the road went, do you see the white house across there? I don't know if you can see it. I don't know what I'm pointing at, you're too far away. White house over there anyway, that is called 𝐂𝐚𝐫 House, and it's built on the site of what was at one time the house of Rob Roy McGregor. Do you remember? I was along at Rob Roy's grave, which is over the hills, that general direction. When was I there? Over the summer sometime. I'll put a link up above again. Anyway, yeah. So that was the site of Rob Roy's house on the shores of Loch Katrine. And this here was the approach road before they raised the water levels. So the river came in here, there was a bridge over it, and then the river flowed into the loch down there somewhere. And then the Victorians raised the water level and flooded out the road, and they had to build a new one away around the far end there. I'm not going to walk any further, I don't think. I've walked 2 or 3 miles now. I'm going to walk back, see if I see any good shots facing the other direction. But the light is getting very flat. The time's marching on. It's nearly 10 o'clock in the morning now, so I think I probably missed the best of it, to be fair. But anyway, I'll get this shot for posterity because that's, like I say, that's global warming for you. I'm hearing a motor of some sort. I don't know where it's coming from. Anyway, out in the middle of nowhere. So yes, as I was saying, that's global warming for you. So I want to get this shot for posterity because there may not be another opportunity to get it. Then again, like I say, with global warming, who knows? So yeah, I'll put the movie on like that. Oh, and it's very, very dark. Hang on, ISO auto, blah blah blah. Right, okay. So there's the shot we're looking at. I've got this river that's coming in here, is sitting in the foreground here. Okay, bridge. Okay, and that's sitting basically on the rule of thirds here. I've got the river flowing in on the other rule of thirds. The house is sitting up. I've kind of got the roof of it on that rule of thirds. Don't know if I want to be lower or what, but it's pretty much okay as it is, I think. And then we've got, as I say, going across the bridge. Where's my finger gone? There. And that line of dead trees would have been, at one time, the approach to Rob Roy McGregor's house. So that is that. You can see the devastation of where the loch has gone. I don't want to come over all kind of Greta Thunberg on you, but that's global warming, and it is a bit disturbing, and we really all should be concerned about that, I think. So anyway, enough preaching. That's my 2 seconds of preaching for the day. I'll switch off this movie. Right, I'm going to focus on that bridge there. Okay, I'm at f11. I'm at ISO 100. I have to make sure I change there. Yeah, and that's about it. Let me just check the old polarizer. Yeah, polarizing was absolutely fine as it was. 0.6 of a second, f11, ISO 100. Focus, I did focus already, but focus, and off we go. 1, 2, 3, click. So I was just walking back just now and came across this shot here. I didn't think I was going to get any more shots, but this is quite nice. I'll be honest, I've already taken the shot, but I'm going to take it again just in case it gets better. I'll switch the movie on so as you can see it, because you can't see it from that angle. So we're looking across Loch Katrine towards, I really don't know what half these hills are called. I don't know what that one's called. Across towards that anyway, and again you can see the effects of the global warming. This peninsula here, that would normally be underwater, and that's just a wee island sitting out in the middle of the loch, but no, you could probably walk to it now if you could get down there. Anyway, that's what we're looking at. Okay, I've just got the kind of the horizon on the rule of thirds along here, not the horizon, the edge of the loch on the rule of thirds, top of the mountain on this rule of thirds. The light has gone away, but we'll keep trying it anyway. Okay, so I'm going to switch that off. Okay, I'm going to focus probably on that wee island over there. It's probably the thing I want to catch, I think. Okay. And, oops, I'm not quite straight. Straighten up. There. Okay. Bring it up. Yeah. Right, yes, okay. That's it. Grab the shot. 1, 2, 3, click. Right, well, I'm going to call it a day at that. I think the light is getting flatter, the day's getting later. It's about 10:30 or so now, so I'm going to go see if I can find myself somewhere that'll sell me a bacon roll. I've not had my breakfast yet, I'm getting quite hungry, and I think I've done my 10,000 steps, and I think I've earned a bacon roll. So, yeah, if you like what you've seen, please do the usual. Please like, please subscribe, please hit the little bell icon down in that corner there, would be fantastic. Please leave some comments down below, because I do like to hear what you think of all these shots I've taken today. I'd love to hear what you think of these the global warming shots back there. Yeah, so calendar is still for sale. That's it there. Put a link in the description below. Please click on it. I'd really appreciate your custom. And that, I think, is that. I shall see you on the next one. Bye for now. Cheers.